she was trying to for a doubt. She don't give a. She was in her bag, Fendi and some lane. Asked for a burger, watch in the front seat. Love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one of the all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, flow, Joe, kill, mo, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back that up, all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl hopping up about a Pearl 6, Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid, she ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snicker bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. All in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing a check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed.
My peers, all of my peers for all of my years. Out in the field, take a look at my shoes. Never had a thought that it might lose. Considering the cost, had to give them my dues. Never got to talk to it like you. I've been feeling like a king for months. We eat all the rich cuisine for lunch. All these wishing he was done. Oh, you tried it, that's a piece of gum. Now, look at me, I'm the captain now. I'm recruiting this year. I be praying for y'all while I'm praying for y'all. I'm like a line abusing this deer. I hate to do with no plans. Now I usually get near. Oh, my ex her man. Cause I'm the mutant in here. We look good, just show us where the camera. Years ago, I had to up my standards. Make your missus Alabama. Turn it to my only private. Swear like she don't got the answers. Who's the boss? I feel like Tony Danza. Walk up in there like I got the swag. What kind of swagger? I'm the blackest panther. Wakanda. Y'all are wasting our time. I spend it, but I ain't wasting a dime. Might do some favors, but I ain't breaking my spine. Your girl has been calling for days. I get in all different ways. That New Orleans parades. Yeah, we like. None of my people are patient. We live like we on a vacation. Get no invitation. Y'all all with it and y'all talk a lot, but y'all ain't got the heart to do the mission. I'm hard-headed like the juggernaut, but there ain't nothing I can do to listen. I'm authentic and I walk around like I just ate, but let you do the dishes. I'm Clark Kent, but mix of Autobots and mix with everything that you've been missing. Please get back and don't get that involved. Freaking sick, I need a pad of walls. I'm the king, heavy crown, heavy rain, cat and dogs. Homie with me if you asking for it. There ain't much that he be asking for. He just wanna have a paddock on with a watch face with little dragon balls. Look, you don't need me either. All I need is this. No coca ice, and I get oh so polite. You be the man of your city, I'll be the man of my country. You could be the man of your city, I'ma be the man of my country. Your girl has been calling for days. I get it in all different ways. New Orleans parades, yeah, we like. None of my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation. Get no invitation, yeah, we like. Your girl has been calling for days. I get it in all different ways. Yeah, I'm like, none of my patient. We look like we on a vacation.
Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't skid. Splash. Think about post now on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Pockets lettuce. Don't think I'm ready. You got that swag. You got that salt, then sell it. Free mind. Cash them out, we bailin'. Saw my teacher, I was the same student felon. Now I got a lawyer. Straight cash, no settlement. I'm out my element. Out my element. My the same. Don't need no clout, no fame. No clout. Bought the game. All brand new chain. I swerve the lane. Call the group the gang. Whip that thing. Whip it. This shit give me. Ooh, yeah. Them boys fool you trying to do it. Bring the. I do. Don't want no. They pull up with they. Out. It's times 3. This how it go. Park $1 million at the. We gon' make 'em eat that until we go. Eat it up. Rich straight to the top floor. More PJs and PJ. Rich like water, go to Cabo. Splash. Cash in the walls, hollow. Cash. Your money too small, micro. Huncho on the call, gotta. Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't skid. Splash. Think about post now on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about post now on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers.
Ice the game. Had to ice the game. So much ice. Too much. Had to ice the lane. Freeze the dub. Freeze. Had to freeze the lane. Freeze. Camera phone. Turn your lights off. We been on. Came from my.
In the field, we don't do bleachers. Think about post now on the ground, man, the leader. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers. All set. Race with the stars out. Not a board the house. Get deported out. Moved out for a shot. Marvin the Martian. I'ma put your brain up for auction. Proceed with caution. Skeleton AP is frosted. I sit back and read the offense. Was it did it the faucets? Chanel bag is ostrich. Stay down, come up in the process. Private jet, yeah. The same. Diamond milk, yeah. I'ma get the on welfare. The pink stone real. Bling bling blow, yeah. Mama got style, yeah. Chanel reptile player. On Mars, gotta get the grace of the God. 3 rock stars, nobody seeing the gang on guard. Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't skid. Splash. Think about post now on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about post now on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers.
Hey, what's up, gang? Let me go secure for the gang right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. Free real. Keep the rest.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the architectural wonder that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Wilson on 1st down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Wilson to lock it there for the Seahawk 1st down. Here's Wilson to throw. Steps away to his left. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 47 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a 1st quarter lead. Janikowski adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out to kick is Janikowski. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, It tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
A gain of 3, second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Play action. Ryan. Connects with Sanu right side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And they'll run him here. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Hey, let's go. 20, 20.
It's Coleman here, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman taking it in. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
19.
They go play action with Wilson. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big hook up there. Wilson to Baldwin. 46 yards. On first down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And look who, the former Seahawk first-round pick, Bruce Irvin. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
19.
Now Wilson on second down. Going for the deep ball. There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, 32 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, he didn't get the benefit, did he?
But he's not going to get chewed up in film session, will
No,
he?
he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job for the most part.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, let's go.
They go play action now. Ryan. Incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 3rd down, Ryan. He finds Coleman. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. They toss to Freeman. Freeman with a fast feed. Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 52 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second and 10 now. Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On first down, Procise. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Duke Riley, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Third and long, it's Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Bruce Irvin in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Ryan and the Falcons now come up first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's go.
Now Ryan on second down. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Quentin Jefferson in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So the sack pushes him back, and now third and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now it's Ryan. Coleman has it here right side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Looking to throw on second down. Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
Hey, let's go. Hey, express. Ready, back 25. Go.
They'll run here with Freeman. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. To throw on second down, Ryan. Forced out to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. The Falcons on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is third and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Bryant's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. They go play action here on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. He's going to air this out for Baldwin, and that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there just before halftime, 45 yards. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Tempo.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Now he's forced out left. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails.
Have an all-white rank. Couldn't hit if it had ain't. Lanes can't call it and you lame. You had it and you lost it, all the shame. I can buy a Bentley, don't talk to me. For a show 150, don't talk to me. You ain't never help your mans, don't talk to me. You should follow all the trends, don't talk to me. I set the bar, I'm the bar. Like in the sky, I'm a star. I don't fall in love cause I be loving. They ain't like my shirt, it's a large. I don't care, I crash a ghost. Got 2 cribs in 2 states, I be doing the most. I got white folks money that I won't blow. And if you ask why, cause the white folks don't. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Type of money you gon' need to sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank.
Everything proper, no propaganda. Tropicana gold yard bandana. Big, a lot of like Santa. Threw a birthday party in a phantom. Big like a dinosaur did it. And you know, shining like acrylic. Yeah, I had cornrows. I can see you hang with the door closed. Now I'm looking for a glove with a sparkle on it. And my got chocolate on it. Big bank, take small. Bank account on some tall. Attitude on some. Bank roll on what it do, boo. He had to roll that vibe. And if I ain't did it yet, I'll try.
Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Type of money you gon' need to sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank.
She said, what you gon' do if I leave? I said, I'ma do me. B.I.G. Everything zoomed in. Big on me looking like I'm moving in. Got my foot in the door and we still here. I'm a first generation millionaire. I broke the curse of my family not having. I'm passionate like us after more than just cashing. Feed me to the wolves, now I lead the packing. You boys all cap, I'm more Colin Kaepernick. I'm rare as affordable healthcare. Or going to wealth from welfare. I turn my W's to those. I might buy a red bottoms with the crypto. 3 coins, that'll pay your whole semester. But you got it better than a Tesla.
Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Type of money you gon' need to sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank.
Back again, back to back, made back, stacked it. I'm a Slim Shady, the M. Once he black, he'll be back again. Tell him that it's crunch time abdomen. Yes, I caught Mad Chanel and Mad Javin. She did it again, imagine them. About to make these bums mad again. Back to them. I lead the pack, so my back's to them. Yup, the queen's back, what's happening? Rerun, about to make these rap again. Diamond chains on my ankle. Young money in the cut like a tail tip, rubber bands on my bankroll. Show my like a
big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Type of money you gon' need to sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, take little bank, bank. Big bank, take little bank, bank.
Renegade, renegade, renegade.
They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See sign break night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a break light. And you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your hitting them. Hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday. With the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple
treat it like forges. It sound like I'm in a scratcher. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no cameras. I think I see blood, no Dracula. I'm an animal, eating up amateurs. Too active, y'all can't handle it. No taxing, we'll dismantle it. Taxing, shake it. Come through dripping, I'ma set it off. Game after game, you can bet it off. Quarterback got range if you block them off. Quarterback did an option and set it off. Duck goose, linebacker coming through. Yeah, hit him with the spin of the Jew. Yeah, we gon' blow your block like a new. Yeah, and I spend a dime every two. We gon' lock down on the offense. Bust down the skeleton fossil. Bust down. I'm not addressing the problem. Julio on the post, you can't stop him. Pick it up, running back, it's no problem. I'm running behind the block, they gon' block him. Quavo Yoda, I'm offset Chewbacca. Watch the blitz on the left, we gon' block him. We some animal, yeah, we some goblin. Man to man, we gon' cover you properly. Man to man, you can't beat me impossibly. Red zone, this my highlight, my property. Do a quarterback sneakers on 4th and 3. Get the ends on the offensive block for me. I stiff him, I'm down, get off of me. I'm trucking them over, he under me. Back ends, wipe my sins, They we wake 'em up, wake up, the champs is in. Champion, we want back ends, wipe my sins, wipe it. They can't win, no new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake 'em up, the champs is in.
I just hike the ball and I look for the open man. The zone, I'm trying to get in. Open the play, but the book of the champion. Get flipped if you trying to get in. I got the front defense, they got the end. Going for long, on 1st and the 10. Gotta go hard, we gotta give all. No loss or excuses, cause we gotta win. They say they sleep, must not be a fan. Get at your mans and mess up your plans. Look at your stands and look at your hands. I do what I want and you do what you can. I do it for fans, you do it for fame. EA Sports, we in the game. I am the coach and the player of the game. They gon' remember the name.
We want back ends, wipe my sins, They can't win, no new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake 'em up, the champs is in. Champion, we want back ends, wipe my sins, wipe it. They can't win, no new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake 'em up, the champs is in. Yeah.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touch. Back, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On first down, Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's going to go deep for Conley. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Green 39. Green 39.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And it's complete to Chris Conley. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle is going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Caught here by Conley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Green 90.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now it's Mahomes again. Now he'll escape to his right. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He may try and run for this. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
Golden now. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll go on the ground. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a 1st down as well.
Here we go.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gordon. It's the...
Here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Get up!
Now Ryan. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play on 3rd down for the Falcons. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Thrown across his body and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He can run for it, and he will. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. First and 15.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90. Z.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Now he's flushed out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Bruce Irvin in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Justin Hardy deep for Atlanta. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. Out of the gun. It's Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. On 2nd down, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. They didn't really have to earn that 1st down, did they?
Well, they haven't earned much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a 1st down.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing again, Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Final play of the 1st half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Ryan on second down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A toss play left. There goes Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. Got some real estate inside the 30. And now running right through it. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
They will run again with Coleman. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons are in for 6. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. And going deep for Hill. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether there's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Being chased out left. And he slides to avoid the hit. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. The Chiefs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Green 39. Green 39.
Mahomes going to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Mahomes to the former Ram, Sammy Watkins, for the Kansas City first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. McConnell's got it over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, what from the red zone now, they'll look to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. The quick slant caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Again, they'll run with Freeman. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Hey, let's go.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's go.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And they'll run it here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs, as they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important 3rd down. Here's Ryan. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Now the pitch to Freeman. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Second and goal from the 6 this time. They'll give it to him up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Kansas City.
dripping in ice. You looking at you. It's squad goals win. Are you pretty like no?
I never anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, and skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me up by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the ocean, I had a in my shoulder, you got a vision, jumping in the bed with the 2 dot team, and who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too, dripping my swag.
I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold.
I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See sign break night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a break light. And you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your hitting them. They hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday. With the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the architectural wonder that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Left.
The first carry down. This is Williams. Space to maneuver at the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They go play action here on first down. And going deep for Hill. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 57 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script because so many teams script their opening possessions. And whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes there's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there, what they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Butker now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They go play action now. Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. This is Coleman. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The Georgia native, former Bulldog, Justin Houston, in on the stop. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46.
Hey, let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Play action. Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 41 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Bryant's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st down, Mahomes. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he checks this one down to Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down, Williams. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Takes the give from Mahomes, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Spencer Ware taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Chiefs are in for 6. Butker now to add the extra point. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And he rifles one incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Let's go.
They go play action with Ryan. He'll buy some time right. And he's got Sanu. And out across midfield down to the 45. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Play action. It's Ryan. Buying time to his left. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
He finds an opening past the 40, and he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. A good pickup there, a 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A good pickup there, a 22.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Now a pitch out to Williams. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tack McKinley able to track him down for a loss of 13. And it'll bring up 4th down. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Flushed out right. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. He was looking for Watkins that time.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. D. Ford coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the 1st half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Forced out to his left. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Mahomes now on first down. And Hill with it over the middle. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And going deep for Hill. And it'll be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep, right sideline. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. 23 yards on the play.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Let's go.
Now Ryan on first down. Buying time to his left. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And finding the tight end, Hooper. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Let's go.
Throwing again, Ryan. Steps away to his left. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. He's got a man, complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill as time expires in the first half. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And here now come the Falcons. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But and
he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Allen Bailey coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Let's go. 22.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Justin Houston in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sack's on back-to-back plays. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. Looking downfield for Jones. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
It's fielded at the 45. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion on the ground, this is Ware. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They run again with Ware. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Ryan now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Here's Coleman. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's Ryan to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Coleman. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Ryan. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Eric Murray that time there to knock it away.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, he took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football. But they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Going deep here for Watkins. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Oh, and now he bowls him over. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. What a chance they just took. A huge chance. They go for it on 4th down, wind up getting the first.
Go ahead and admit it. You thought it was a bad call, didn't you?
I did, yes.
I think any normal person did. How about him picking it up? Give him credit.
And incomplete on the deep ball. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down, escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
following the penalty. It's Williams. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Love the effort there. I mean, to get a field goal block in this situation because they knew what was going on. They give up those 3 points there. It's now a 2-possession game.
Yeah, that really changes the complexion here in the second half, doesn't it?
It really does, and now you give your team more than a fighting chance and a little momentum. Terrific job by them setting the tone and picking up their defense.
Drops it off for Coleman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He got 29 yards that time.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Again, Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13 and also a 1st down. To throw is Ryan. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mohamed Sanu from 21 yards away. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it them to 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Flush to his right. It's Hill, complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Down right around the 25. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
I think we just saw an example of a game situation that I know is discussed, practiced to the nth degree, go right out the window, and a chance to win the game as well.
Yeah, protect the football. On the other side, you're taught to get in there and rake it out. They did just that.
I mean, they go over this starting in OTAs and mini camps. You go through these situations, and that's the way a lot of teams like to end practice. Finish it off with this type of a drive, kick the game-winning field goal. Everyone feels good and heads to the locker room. In this case, though, they're not going to feel so great about it.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Ryan. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Here's Ryan. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. The home crowd here absolutely loves it, as they should, getting the field goal in the closing moments and likely going to get out of here with a W.
A W, celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? He probably makes more money than most of the 60,000 people here. But they're all willing to buy him dinner tonight, aren't they?
Oh, they don't care. He's a man of the people right now. One final try for Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And that's how this one ends in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it. And they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said I'm